Welcome back to another diary video. Not doing too much, but I'll show you some bits that I am doing. Even though I've started doing some work on the Mini in the last video, this is the bits I'm doing today. So we got a scuttle in. I've welded it in. Not the most amazing weld in the world, but you know. I could go all hog and make it look really pretty, but I don't want to. Are we recording? Yeah. So I'm doing the bits down there, as you can see. I'm going to put some filler over this. This is 1kh primer. So the front end needs replacing on this. There's no questions about that. I just put a little box piece in there just to make it a bit more stiffer. You can see that one's a bit crap. Not going to bother with that. It's all rusty bits. I want to use it this year for a bit and then take it off the road and do it properly. So you might think it's really slapdash, but I only want it to look pretty. Underneath it can look like a pig, as the saying goes, a pig in lipstick. It's going to blow over the front end with some more I think it's dark metallic, something like that. I can't remember what the paint is, grey or something like that. Nothing. I'm not going to make it look pretty, that brill. Just want it drivable for a bit. I mean, it's April now and I've not used it, but yeah, I'm going to put some filler in there. And then there's that bit. I'm just actually warming it up at the moment. I've got to put a bit of filler in there, so I went to do that. This is a little break I'm going to get. My kids are all playing me up today. Just for you who don't know, I am a single parent and I have 3 children, so they're very busy and they keep me busy, and I don't always get time to mingle all in the shed, but I'm doing it in between while they're quiet. So I'm also doing a lawnmower. So not that anybody would probably know, but in my former youth I repaired more lawnmowers all the time, and I don't do it no more. But in my last, I received some old stock. Not old stock, I had a collection of lawnmowers that I acquired a long time ago, and they've been in storage for a while and I had to get them back. So I had them back, and I practically just got rid of them for dirt cheap on Facebook. And there was 2 that were good out the pile, and I had this lawnmower 4 years ago. Got to have been easy because it's been sat in storage, and this was ready to be sold, but the last thing I did with it was put a new tank on, a new recoil, and a brand new carb. I went, oh shit, that's me rags in there for spillages, etc. I went to start it up, and obviously it wasn't going to start up. The fuel, it was like varnish, it stunk, and these cables were as stiff as a board. But anyway, I cleaned the carb, put it back together, and it ran, no issues. So I thought that was good, and then thought I'd just put it on eBay. No, sorry, not eBay, Facebook, for like 80 quid, because it's sulphur powered as well, so it was worth that. And the day I went to list, I thought I'd just pull it over, because I always pull them over, give them a bit of a run. I've done the oil, put a new spark in it, and it was hunting. And in my heyday of doing lawnmowers all the time, all my parts I used to buy, I haven't done it for ages, so you have to bear with me. So there's just random bits in here, but I normally work on just Briggs and Stratton. I used to, so I've got like a dozen diaphragms. But in my heyday, I used a company that supplied me with just Chinese knockoff carbs, and that's one of them in there. Oh no, that's one of the spare. These are just the Wartech parts. They're from a trade supply I used to get them from. But yeah, that's basically the equivalent of what I got. I always just used to have them in stock, just to whack them on. So no one's ever going to buy a genuine carb for this lawnmower. It's not worth it. The likelihood is in 2 years it'd be back on the scrap pile because no one knows how to look after them after winter. So that was a brand new carb, and I cleaned it all up and it was running fine, but yeah, it needed to come back off and get some gunk off it. So I've got ultrasonic cleaner, it normally goes in there. I've got my parts washer, which I normally clean off in there, but I've just put it in some part solution overnight. But because it's just a cheap Chinese one, I probably should have took that ring off really. It looks like it's, well, I've got some spare ones. That was actually a brand new carb. It's been sat in that for 4 years. It was all ready to go, and that's why I got a bit of rust on it as well. It's supposed to have been kept in storage, but I doubt that. I don't believe that they were kept in storage. We don't need to go into the ins and outs of where they've been, but where they were, I don't believe they were where they were. So I'm just putting that back together really. After soaking that, then it can be sold. I don't wish to do lawnmowers no more. I can't be bothered, even though it's easy and I can do it in the shed. I may take it up at one point, but not at the moment. I can't be bothered, so I'm just doing my cars. Two things. One good thing is I'll probably elaborate this. I want to do a video on cat N issues and buying and selling cat N cars, because it's just a minefield, and the issues you have trying to sell a car. But the Peugeot's gone. I dropped that price down. In the end it went for £1,000. I actually lost on that. I lost £100. And the reason why I dropped it down so much, even though I stuck out for 1,500, I had an inkling and a feeling that when I was driving it, the clutch was really high. It didn't slip. You never actually noticed it, but it was very high. When you put your foot down, there weren't a lot of gear before the clutch engaged, so it was obviously a bit high, but I just left it as it was. I weren't going to do a clutch. And the one guy that actually did come out, he took it for a test drive. He really wanted it. It was for his daughter, first car and all that. And yeah, he brought it back and said the clutch is too high, it needs a new clutch. And I did negotiate a bit of the price, because I said, you know, it's not that expensive, it's a couple of £100. And he was like, no, it's going to be 600 quid. I was like, no, it ain't. But he was insisting. I said, that's fine, go then, bye, I'm not bothered, I'm not in no rush. So off he went. A couple of other people let me down, yeah, but we're going to it anyway. So yeah, I sold it to a lovely guy who saw it for what it was. And he said it was a beautiful car, and that's what it was. I thought it was a beautiful car after by the time I'd finished with it. But yeah, so the clutch was built. I mean, it wasn't gone and it wasn't slipping. You got some life left in it, but you could certainly run it into the ground for a bit before you'd even have to worry about that. But yeah, so that went for £1,000. The Fiesta is currently being sold. Should be sold in the next, what is it, the 14th of April today. It's going to be sold in the next half an hour. It's on eBay. Annoyingly, I put it up for 2.5. I think I've kept hold of it for too long, because when I looked, I remember them selling for 2.5, and loads of people said, you're having a laugh, ain't you? You can buy a non-cat for that. And I had a quick look again, and that's right, you can buy a non-cat for that. I even found a 13 plate. Any ones I couldn't find particularly, I could find higher mileage than mine in titanium spec, but all the ones I could find were Z-Tech or Edge, which is obviously the base model. Z-Tech's okay, but obviously everybody wants titanium if you're going to get a Fiesta, or titanium plus. So a lot of people are like, oh, you can't even, I can't even count the wasters I had on Facebook, and even dealers bothering me. But so I put it down to 1,200. Well, I will say that the maximum amount of money that anybody offered me was 1,500, and they haggled me to death. It's not sold for that though, thankfully. So I brought it down to £2,000 in the end. Had a bit more interest, but still, people were willing to work at £2,000 and come down a bit. As I say, loads of people offered me 1,500, and I was like, no, not doing that. So with the mileage and the fact that it's a Cat N, obviously no damage, it's just stolen, recovered, and obviously there's no service history. There's 2 keys. It's clean and tidy, but obviously there's marks on it, and there's a bit of paint missing here, there, and everywhere. I put it on eBay to start bid for 1,800. I had a guy who was interested. He wants to give me 1,800, and he was supposed to come and view it, but never heard anything off him. But for some unknown reason, he's bid on eBay now, so at least I know he's genuine. So it's on there. Should go in a bit. So yeah, 1,800 quid. I think it's going to sell for, or it might sell for more. I don't know. But it'd be nice. And then at the moment, in the next 40 minutes, I'm also bidding on another car for myself, which is an Audi A3 Convertible. But I'm 50 quid off the maximum amount I can bid, which is £1,800. I don't think I'm going to get it because it's a non-cat car. It's just a used car, but it's quite high miles and it's only an 08 plate, but it's nice spec. So I'm hoping to win that. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. I'll come back to you after about that one. But that's it. Yeah, so I'll add more as and when the day progresses. Thought I'd have a bash at seeing if I win my car. Sorry if you can't see. I think I'm up next. If I take you in the shed, I'll lose reception.
Bonus time!
Oh, they don't have to take the mick with these bonus times. You normally used to get 1 or 2. Now you get, the last one I looked at had 5. Anything just to cream a few more quid out of it.
Sold! Your watch item is next on the block.
So that's my... I bid £2 max. And I'm currently on 1,750.
Sold on approval.
Okay. No one bid on it.
New bidder.
Please confirm to leave this lane. Yes, I do. Okay, so let me just dip this down a minute. Okay, so my max bid was 1,750. So I'll go for it. It's an 08. I do apologise if it's really poo on the screen, but you know, I'm outside. There you go. It's done quite a few miles. I can't actually see what you're seeing on my camera. I'm guessing you can see all that. And it's 08, 1.6 petrol. I was going to bid on an Audi A3 3.2 Quattro, but I was like, I looked at the tax and it was £600 a year. So anyway, this is not written off or anything, so it's used. It's on finance, so obviously it's a finance repossession, and it's currently on finance. And obviously what it will say is vehicle comes with no keys, even though it says it's got keys, and I can see the key in the ignition and the fact that the engine is running. It's got MOT till November, no, October, 10th, sorry, not October, previous 5 keepers, which is normal. And then obviously down here it says it's on finance, so we'll wait to see what happens. Hopefully the finance company come back and accept that. So my max bid was £2,000. Hello, buddy.
Are you filming a video?
Yeah, and look, coming up, come here. Daddy, remember this car Daddy was bidding on and I showed you? That one. So Daddy has won it, but I got to wait for the man to see if we can have it, alright? Then we'll be able to go out in the roof down car. My son, my little lad, he's only 5.
Why can I not see that on the back?
Because it's on there. He really wants a convertible and I want one too. So we like to go out, don't we? With the roof down in the summer. No, you can't have it. It's Daddy's.
I'll hold it.
No, you can't hold it. Anyway, so there we go. So I'll let you... Oh, actually, while we're here, I'll put my camera down a moment. Let me show everybody on
Daddy,
YouTube.
it's red.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just telling us it's recording. So while we're here, let me put my car up. I'm going to try and get my car up on eBay without you seeing my ID, because we don't want that. Let me just double check this and go on the screen. Right, there we go. So 54 minutes. Current bid is 1,800. One bidder. Now this bid is not feedback, but obviously you rang me, so I'll accept that. £1,800. So it might go for £1,800. Go for more, but that will pay for the car I just won. Well, actually, no, it won't, because I probably won't get this money in time. But yeah. But there's nothing on there I can see, can there? Yeah, there you go. That's it then. So I will see you after everything, and let's see where we got. You can't be on camera, Daddy don't want you on camera.
But I've been in it.
Update. You can't make this stuff up, can you? So I'm waiting for the auction to end. It's sold for the Fiesta, 1,200. I emailed the guy straight after and said, don't pay with PayPal, cash or bank transfer. Within 15-20 minutes of it selling, he came back to me and said this. Hi mate, in regard to the car, I've got it valued by Auto Trader, which is just nonsense. And seeing as it's a category, it's only worth 1,200, so therefore would like to cancel my bid. He's won the auction. It's like, are you taking the mick? Why would you wait? I know it's not feedback, but this guy did actually call me and we had a conversation about it. Why would you wait till after? So going on from that, I mean, I've had probably 16 emails off this guy already. That was before he even won it. Sorry the camera's down, but you know, I don't want to show my details. Oh my god, if I can actually find the right email, I'll have a look. So I said to him, you'd need to, like, so this is what I put. But why did you not retract your bid? This is legally binding and you've won this car. If you don't want to pay now, then you must inform eBay that you no longer intend to purchase it. This is what he put. I have already contacted them. You will need to cancel the bid. I'm like, are you having a laugh? So I put, yes, that's right, but that's before the auction ends. Do you realise you've won it? And then he put, so where do we go from here? And I've just put back saying, you're legally obliged to buy this car. Oh, the frustration of people. I know he's not feedback. And because he rang me, he was like, he was really interested. He actually was going to come and buy it, but for some reason he went deaf on me. And then he decided to bid on it. And I get that he's a new eBayer. But does he not realise once you've won something, you're supposed to purchase it? You don't then come back to me after. I mean, crap on Auto Trader. Are they valued at 1,200 quid? More like he's been on We Buy Any Car, and I've actually valued it on there, and it does come back about 1,200. That's not its value. That's its value what they will give you. It's worth more than that. They want to give you 1,200 because they want to be able to take it and sell it. Auto Trader don't value cars. That's, you know, companies value cars. There's one on there, but you know, they're not buying it. Another company's buying it. Of course they want to buy it for 1,200 quid. They sell it for 2.5 grand. That's what Cat N or S cars sell for my year, 2.5 grand. I even put someone off coming to look at it because of this person buying it. Because obviously it was on eBay, and I thought, you know, I'm obliged to sell it on there if it sells. But I've got a company that's interested and want to buy it from me. The dealer. I always have more luck with dealers, I tell you. But I'm like, you just can't make it up, can you? And it came at a brilliant time actually, because so I thought, oh, this would come at a really good time, this 1,800 quid, because
Daddy.
I won that.
Daddy, I love you.
I love you too, sweetie. And I got it for 1,238, so I did get it for the 1,750, and I've just paid it as well, so that's good. I just got to find somebody to pick it up for me now. But yeah, how frustrating. So I've just sent him a the dude before. I've just sent him an invitation to cancel it because I'm such a good person, aren't I? I mean, what a muppet. Hopefully, I'll get a refund on my seller fees because it's just ridiculous. There's the eBay name. If anybody wants to see him, don't buy. Let him buy anything off you. It doesn't go in there, babe. So anyway, that's another part. As you do, I'll let you know once the car is booked and to come. Don't you come? Don't want you on here, sweetie. It's for daddies, not for little boys. Right, see you shortly.